When scapegoated daughters or sons of narcissistic mothers and fathers begin to understand the truth about how a narcissistic parent behaves, we begin to question our very identity, and sometimes we cannot believe what happened to us, and we get stuck in this place of what if it isn't true, and what if I am the narcissist. And I started to question myself. Not that this was anything new. I've questioned myself since I was a child, and I used to question every decision that I ever made, but I realized that nothing that my parents had ever done was in my best interest. And when you finally realize that your mother and father are a narcissist, or one of them is a narcissist, it turns your world upside down. And for my whole life, I've not only taken all of the blame for both of my parents' behavior, but I accepted it as truth, and I had to come to terms with the truth. And my whole life since birth has been a lie. That is not an easy thing to face. It is not an easy truth to swallow. You do not just get over it and move on. And most people will never, ever understand, and will give you terrible, terrible advice. And the worst thing that they can say to you is crap like, oh, but your mother or father loves you, and you only have one mother or father, and they are only doing what they think is in your best interest. No, not at all. And these are just more lies, or people who may have good intentions. They just don't understand. It's giving us this false sense of guilt. It's piling on. It's piled on since we were kids. And I know that my parents, like I said, never had my best interest in mind, and that they were not capable of loving another human being, including their own children. And if you are like me, if you are a scapegoated daughter, then please hear this. It is not you who is unlovable. It is not you that is so awful. Even your own mother or father cannot love you. And the truth is that your mother or father is so broken and beyond repair that he or she cannot love anyone. It is not just you. It has nothing to do with you. They can't love anyone. For the scapegoated daughters of narcissistic mothers, we have mourned the mother that we thought we had, and only the women who have experienced this can understand what you are going through. And I would say over 90% of the population probably has no idea what life would be like growing up without a loving parent. And we, on the other hand, have no idea of what it would have been like to grow up with one. And people, they will never understand. So you must stop listening to the people, the outsiders, and they cannot help you. And more often than not, they will do more damage by kind of quoting the rules of society, and society's rules, they don't apply to people who have been scapegoated. And we are better off without these people, and we would have been better off with no mother or father at all. So we had to make our own rules. The mind, it struggles to understand and accept this. It's going to be hard to get through this without crying. The brain, it starts spiraling out of control, to trying to make sense of it and find a solution. It collects all of the pieces that you have discovered so far, and it puts them back together. And you may call this thinking, but it is what my brain is like. And as I heal from this trauma and I question myself, my brain has this instant response that proves the truth to me over and over and over again. And this did happen. It is real, and there's nothing that I can do to stop it. And it happened to me. This, or the little girl that I used to be. And once you start to see it, you cannot unsee it.